Hello. Welcome
Hello.
to Cool
Hi.
Ranch Corner episode 45. We got the Jorge Life. Is that
Hey,
I'll just call
man.
you. We got Jorge Rodriguez.
Yeah,
Uh
the George
is my
life, Jorge life, whatever, works for you guys.
cool. I see you got your PC right there, bro. That thing's glowing.
Yeah, this shit's about a bust, though. Every time I turn it on, it feels like it's gonna explode. Like, it sounds like a damn vacuum, dude. But, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys probably recognize Jorge from the videos, from short films that we've done. And yeah, every 5 episodes we do a guest, and I was like, yo, Jorge, you want to be a guest? I think that'd be cool. And he's like, hell yeah. So here we are.
Hell yeah.
We always start off the episode with just, like anything interesting happened this week. I'll go last because I have a lot, but anything cool happen for you, Chris?
So I'm not drinking soda with sugar in it anymore. I'm trying to do zero sugar because
Finally,
Hell
bro.
I
yeah.
want to see if it makes a difference. And so the only problem is I can't find like the sodas that I want. Like I can't find zero sugar Baja Blast, and I couldn't find zero sugar Dr Pepper last weekend. So I got like the regular Mountain Dew, and then I got Coke Cherry, and I mean the Coke's okay, but the Mountain Dew is like kind
I
of
don't like
meh.
zero sugar cherry sodas because the cherry just tastes like medicine to me. But dude, you're not looking hard enough, man.
Well,
Like,
I mean, I'm not gonna go to like to every store on the planet just to find a Mountain Dew Baja Blast that doesn't have any sugar in it, man. Like that's
so they have this thing called store website search. Like you can literally go on the website for whatever store and check to see if they have it. It's crazy, bro.
shut
Try
up.
it. Saves a lot of time.
No, because it's like there's a Walmart right there, and it's just easier to just go to one store and that's it instead of having to go like, oh, I'm gonna go to Target all the way across town. Oh, okay, I'll just do that. Like I want to be just a short trip to Walmart, get my stuff, leave.
Yeah,
Mm.
but dude, once you get used to drinking zero sugar soda, like I,
Y-
I have no desire to go back, man.
Well, because
Yeah,
so
dude, it's a game changer for real. Like, I was addicted to just regular Coke, right? And, like, I had to drink one, like, once a day at least or something. But once I switched over, like, the flavor wasn't that different or anything, and it just, it fucking helped me lose weight, you know?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like a lot of people, they switch just because they're like, oh, I just want to feel better, and like inadvertently they lose weight because your body. God, I don't want to get nerdy about it, but when you have a lot of sugar, like really quickly, like more than your body can like handle and use for energy, it immediately triggers fat storage. Like you're literally just like going into fat storage mode. So sugar soda's the devil, bro. Don't
Hmm.
that and like Genie. I tell Genie doesn't do it anymore. Genie's lost a lot of weight. Ben, but he we would be like in a Discord call talking about Pollo Loco or something when we were in pre-production, and he'd be like, I'm gonna go to McDonald's real quick," and I'm like, "All right," and then I hear him in the drive-through, "Yeah, let me get a dozen cookies," and I'm like, "God damn, bro, a dozen cookies,
Damn.
damn, bro, he playing."
Damn, bro.
He was going through it though. He's going through it, girl problems, but he's doing good
Hey,
now. He's lost a
I
ton of
feel you,
weight, man.
Genie. I feel you.
But random thing. Okay, so with McDonald's drive-throughs, have you guys? I don't know if it's everywhere, but have you guys had that thing where like you get in there and then they ask if you're like a rewards member, but it's a bot. It's like a pre-recorded message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like always the same chick,
I hate
right?
Hmm.
that. Why do they
Yeah.
do that?
Well, literally, they'll
Yeah.
be like, it'll say that, and then like I'll be like, yeah, and then like the guy will say the exact same thing, and I'm like, is this still a bot?
Yeah.
And like, yeah,
Yeah. Or it
but
gets interrupted randomly. I'm just like,
Yeah, it
wait,
it
was someone else talking?
it makes
You know?
me confused because I'm not sure when I'm supposed to talk. Because like they'll say like if you're a rewards member, say your code now, and I'm like, well, I have this drive-through code. Do I say that? I just wait. I don't like that
yeah,
they
you
do
say
that.
that
It
code.
makes it more
You,
confusing.
you just get mad. Hey, let me talk to a real fucking person. Dude, but if you're not using the McDonald's mobile order app and you eat McDonald's, like you're missing out on like crazy savings.
Oh, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
like every third, I think every third like time I go, I have enough points for like a McChicken. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, sick. Like that's usually what I do. I get a free
They
McChicken.
always have some kind of deal like medium fries for $1 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. They definitely nerfed it though. I used to get a bunch of deals with that, and like like the deals they have now are kind of, bullshit. It's just like the fry thing, right? That was always there, but like that's like the best deal right now that they got going on. I'm just like, bro,
they used
like
to have like 50% off if you spent $20 or more, and
yeah,
I don't
things
see
like
that shit
that,
anymore.
Well, they
Yeah,
still
yeah, yeah.
have 20% off if you spend $10 or more. But
Oh yeah, they
what's
That's
have
still
that
pretty
one.
good.
what's weird is there's times where I've seen where it shows 15% and 20% at the same time, and I'm like, who's picking the 15%? It literally gives you the option for the 20%. Why is it giving me both options? Don't
I don't
understand
know.
that.
Maybe if you read like the rules that apply, it's like different. Because I've
Maybe.
done that before where I'm like, oh yeah, let me get that, and then it's like, this doesn't apply to the items you've picked, and I'm like, what do I gotta change? Like
Dude, Uber Eats would do that a lot. They would be like, "Oh, hey, you get like $20 off groceries." And I'm like, "Sick." And I go to buy something
and
and
then
it's
they
like,
upcharge the shit.
well, no, it'll be like, "Yeah, it only applies to CVS and Walgreens." And I'm like,
Who the hell's shopping for
"Yeah,
groceries
it's
at
not
CVS and Walgreens?
Hell no.
Anyways, anything exciting happened to you this week, Jorge?
Actually, last night I got an email for a callback that I got to do in person, so that's gonna
Yo,
be interesting. Yeah,
is it like local or you have to go to like LA?
it's local, but
Nice.
yeah. So there's like three filming locations for that film. It's gonna be here, Los Angeles, and then I think Salt Lake City. They said or something like that.
Utah.
And yeah, and so I got to do that. I got to prepare the same scene again, but they added another one. And then I got to do some like stunts. So
Oh
that's going to be
shit.
interesting. Yeah.
Well, congrats on the callback. That's a huge win.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. And then
Um, oh,
I'll
go
go
ahead.
ahead. Oh.
No, you're good.
I might travel a few more times too. I might go to like another event or two. And then I'm honestly just looking for more vacations and traveling as much as I can. So like I want to have an excuse to, leave Albuquerque whenever I can. So, planning stuff out.
So, couple things for me. It's been a very eventful week. First off, baby Casey is officially 4 months now, which is like crazy to me. It's
Nice.
flying by. Last night, like I was just going like, I was making like raspberry noises, like stuff like that, and she would like copy me. So like she's at that stage where she'll like
Oh,
do shit back, which
dang."
is kind of cool. She's all
nice.
smiles too, man. Brightens my day, dude, for real. I'll be like, fuck this, and then she's just like, and I'm like, all right, I feel better. Like, she's happy. It's all good. The family's happy. Um, what else? What else? Um, I got offered a little role in this boxing film, so I'm playing like it's super low budget. The guy that I did the vampire film with, Sunset, which is like premiering soon. He played the vampire, super cool guy. He's a boxer and he's doing like this boxing film that he's like doing all himself, and like people are like, going out of their way to like help him out. And he was like, "Yo, we're filming in Albuquerque and there's this part. I think you'd be good for it." And so it's like this boxing promoter's son and I get to like lose my shit, so that's kind of cool. Um, so I'm filming that next Saturday after the podcast. That'll be fun.
Nice, man.
No idea when that's coming out, but the last film that he was in was on Amazon. Like you could like rent it and stuff. So it'll be like that. We'll see. Um, but other than that, I've been working on my screenplay, which I announced the title of. It's called Always Ready, which is like the Coast Guard motto. I told Jorge last time we hung out because what did we go to see? Trap? Like what? Like
Yeah,
4 days
trap.
ago?
Was it?
I think it was like 4 days ago now. Went and saw Trap a second time because it's that fun of a movie. And I told him I had just finished doing the index cards outline. Well, as of last night, I'm officially on page 27 and a half. We're flying through that bitch.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, I'm always gonna do
Yeah.
index cards now. That shit is like a cheat code. All I have to do is
Damn,
just go
dude.
like scene heading, boom, and I'm like, all right, this is what happens. All right, cool, let's write it. So, uh,
Crazy advancements.
Jorge does have a part in it. Like I wrote
Hell
a,
yeah.
I'm writing a, I have a part written for him. His character's name is Cisco, but I might change it.
Cisco.
Cisco.
Oh hell no! Better not call me sissy or some shit. But
No,
still.
no, nobody calls you that. No, no. It is funny though because like you're like you guys like show up and it's like yeah, it's my first day too, you know. And then like
Like,
I'm not gonna spoil anything. It's funny though. It's definitely written for you. You'll like it.
alright,
I'm
good.
aiming for 80 to 90 pages. I think that I really like to. I mean, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I don't care. If you've seen Pollo Loco, you probably know what I'm talking about. I really like to take my time and let like the scenes like you get to sit there and like marinate through the emotions and stuff. And so I think 80 pages is going to lead to like a 90 to 100-minute film. So around 80 pages is what I'm aiming for. That'll make it like really easy to film too, because I think we're gonna have like 22 days to film, and so we're talking like 4 pages a day, which is like sweet. Nicholas, our cinematographer, has worked on a bunch of like low budget films, and he's like, dude, it sucks. We do like 8 pages a day, and those films still turn out decent. And so I'm like, okay, if we have like double the time to do the scenes, it's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be awesome. So really looking forward to that. I'm going to be announcing an Indiegogo later this year and trying to raise 10% of the budget, so like 25K. I'm nervous as hell about that because I hate asking for stuff, but I've never done anything like this before as far as trying to raise money. So it's going to be like 60 days of me just every day updating like, hey, we're at this much. You know, people are going to be like, he won't shut up about it, but that's what you got to do, man. It's the first film. I got to establish myself as a filmmaker, but
Hell
it's
yeah.
going well. It's going well. I'm really excited to share it. It feels realistic, and the production value that I think I'm gonna get from the Coast Guard is really gonna it's gonna make it look like it's double the budget. I think so. Hopefully it all works out, or I will make it work out. How about that? But anyways,
Hell yeah.
uh, we're gonna move on to our next topic. Rumor: did Paramount destroy the Interstellar IMAX film prints? They're doing a re-release, right? And they announced it for September. And then all these rumors came out. They're like, "Yo, Paramount like destroyed the IMAX prints like after the like the film was done 10 years ago." And they just moved the like that rumor comes out and then they moved the release to December. And so everybody's like, "Yo, that's suspicious."
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, it's a rumor, but I think Paramount said that some of them were like damaged, but I don't know. That's pretty cool if they're doing like a IMAX re-release. 10-year anniversary already, bro. I remember when that came out. I was in Seattle.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't actually seen the film though. Like,
Dude, you got
Ooh.
to. I would pay money to see that again for the first time. Like
really?
it's a really good one. Yeah.
I
The
mean, I've heard good
score
things.
score is insane, bro.
Yeah, I've always wanted to watch it, but like, anytime I had the opportunity, I kind of just ended up doing something else. But like, I know I've heard like a lot of good things about it, so
We
I
should go
hope it
see it
does
when
live
it
up.
comes out. If they're playing it at the IMAX here,
I'm down.
it's a
Yeah,
good
might as
one,
well
man.
experience it in theaters, if it's that
It's
good.
the best way to do it. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. You guys got any thoughts on that? I think that's kind of interesting
How
because
do you?
Christopher Nolan. Here's the thing. This is why it's a rumor. Christopher Nolan is with Universal now, not Warner Brothers. So they're like, ah, that might have been like he left. Fuck him, burn it all. You know, like, like,
Oh, well, because I was like, how do you just like destroy the prints? Like that just seems really stupid. But
like I
if it
said,
was a
like
malicious thing, then I guess I understand.
the head of Warner Brothers was like, fuck that guy. Let's destroy all of it.
Yeah, that's messed up, dude. Like, if that is true, like, that's some crazy shit. And they pretty much broke their bridge to work with him again. Like, there's
Yeah, I
no
don't.
way.
We don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but I do find it like it could have just moved it to December because they saw how popular it is and they want to make sure that there's like enough screenings, you know? But I don't know, dude, I'm definitely noticing a lot more films come out in IMAX now, which is cool. Like IMAX is dope. I just wish the IMAX theater we have in Albuquerque had better seats. I hear you've been to the AMC that's here that also has an IMAX. I have not been there, but are the seats better? Because I will go see it there if the seats are better. They're the
No,
same shitty stadium seats.
I think the best seats that you'll find in Albuquerque are the Century Rio 24 ones. Anything else is just basic ass seats.
Right, but I mean for IMAX specifically.
Yeah, that's pretty much same seats.
Damn. Because like I'm seeing people go to these IMAX theaters and they have freaking recliners now, and I'm like, bro, you're paying like $30 for a ticket and it doesn't even have recliners. Like maybe it's
Yeah.
because they're trying to fit as many people in there as they can, but Oppenheimer was rough. That was 3 hours
Oh
in those
yeah,
shitty
dude.
seats.
And it was kind of hard to be like, because I was in the middle, right? And I was just like, it was kind of hard being in between both you guys, having to sit like this at times. I'm like, bro. But
Giancarlo's just like,
yeah, motherfucker does not care about leg room, bro, for other people. Like, god damn.
if
But
Giancarlo's listening to this, we haven't been to the movies together in a while. What like, I don't know what's the next thing that we can all three go see together because he doesn't like horror movies. I was gonna say we should go see Cuckoo tonight. I want to go see that shit.
that's the one where that girl runs to the gas station or something in the trailer, right?
Yeah, yeah, that horror
Okay.
movie.
Yeah, I want to watch that too.
I'm hearing some people say it's better than Long Legs, but I don't know.
Shit, at this point, anything's better than long legs,
You
bro.
were that
God.
disappointed by Long Legs?
I mean, I think I just felt the hype way too much, and then once I actually saw it, kind of killed it, you know?
I just, I definitely don't think it was as good as the hype like said it was, but it
Yeah.
was still a really solid film.
Yeah, I think if I went without thinking like it was gonna be good or something, you know, with no expectations, I would have liked it. But I think that just kind of killed me, you know? But
Yeah.
it's
Chris
all
doesn't
good.
like horror movies either,
No,
so.
I don't.
What?
No, because
Although Long Legs is more like a crime film.
Yeah,
Hmm.
serial killer vibes.
I don't understand horror movies because it's like, why are you purposely scaring yourself? It just seems dumb.
It's like going on a roller coaster.
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah, you
roller
gotta get
coasters
that
either.
high, bro. Oh, come on, dude. What?
I
Fucking
don't
love roller coasters.
like especially because like roller coasters are kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on where you go.
If you go to like high end theme parks, you'll be good, but
I
like
don't. Yeah.
Well, okay,
the state fair, you're cooked.
is Six Flags high end?
Yes.
But there's been accidents there too. That's why I'm like,
I, I would consider it like mid tier compared to other ones, but
okay.
it's still safe. I think it'd be safe. I mean, if you something happens to you, I mean, you're just cooked, bro. That was meant to happen to you. But
I've
I
been
mean,
to I've been to
Which is
Six
meant to
Flags
be.
more than any other theme park, and I've never seen an accident there or heard of one at that Magic Mountain one, the LA one. Probably one of the more popular ones. That's why.
That reminds me. Did you guys hear there was a plane that like fell out of the sky in Brazil?
Yo, that shit was
What?
crazy. It looked like straight out of a movie, bro.
Yeah.
It was like falling like this. Everybody pronounced dead on board like immediately. The video's
That's
crazy, man. It looks like what movie came out recently where planes were falling out of the sky?
Oh, I don't know.
Uh,
It was like almost kind of like
remember.
corny. The trailer where like planes started falling. It looked like that shit though. Whatever movie that was. It literally looked like out of a movie
Hmm.
Huh.
in
Yeah, I
Brazil.
can't recall.
Yeah, but what?
Go ahead. I was just gonna say, isn't Brazil the one that had like no, that was Malaysia. Never mind.
Oh,
Like, yo, they be having all kinds of plane accidents over there.
well, because I just don't know what causes it to just like fall like that.
They must have lost power completely, bro. I bet you it was a Boeing.
That's scary.
Fucking
dude.
Boeing, bro.
That's scary.
Oh no.
I mean, they're all Boeings at this point. That's what's scary.
Yeah. Well, so that's kind of why I'm like, you know, what is it? Is it Detroit Become Human? Is that what it is?
I've
Where-
never played it, but I have it. Yeah.
So there's literally like there's a whole section of the game where you're chasing someone and they run across a highway where it's all just like self-driving cars, but they're going super fast, right? And I'm like
T1000 speed.
well, I'm talking about like the cars are going like
Oh, the cars are going
yeah,
fast.
yeah, and
Yeah.
so that I almost think like I think we need that because then you avoid planes because planes are really just not working all of a sudden. And you
Well,
also can still use your car to go long distances like that. That'd be kind of cool.
they have
Oh,
the. I mean, they say that trains are like those bullet trains are the future. They're building one from like LA to Vegas or some
I don't,
shit, and
I
it's
don't,
supposed
I,
to only take like an hour
I
to get
don't
there.
like the
Crazy.
idea of trains that are going super fast because all it takes is some knucklehead like derailing it. We literally saw a video of somebody
mm.
doing that recently.
Yeah, what a piece of shit. Bro's just trying to get views, and he's like committing a crazy crime. Bro's trying to turn everywhere into Ohio.
Jesus.
But yeah, so I mean, like I think trains are really good in theory, but it's just someone can mess that up really easily, and because of how fast the things are going, it's like incredibly dangerous if something happens.
Did you guys see the new Tesla update?
No.
Nah.
Like, I guess they've been having issues with the parking, and so like it still won't park for you. But literally, it's like you get in your car and it'll just like they call it like delivery. Like it'll deliver you to wherever you're trying to go. It'll do all of it except for park.
Well,
Mm.
they've had parking for a while though, haven't they?
Yeah, but I've been seeing a
Yeah.
lot of videos where the Teslas are trying to park and they're just like
Oh,
they just can't
every
like
time that I've seen it,
Oh
stick
yeah,
to.
I've
they
seen
do it
those.
super slow. Whenever I've seen it, they'll be like, like they don't go very fast at all. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but I haven't paid attention to a lot of the Tesla stuff lately, just because it seems like it's the same crap every time. Where it's like, guys, there's a new update, and then it still sucks. I'm like,
Yeah, no, this
okay,
one I've seen a lot of TikToks. This one's legit. They're like it's finally like to the point where you can just like be on your phone like hanging out, you know.
I would love to learn
Damn.
how they actually do all that stuff because every time that I drive, especially because I've been doing a lot more like scripting and coding and stuff like that, right? It's it's like you want to make it as simple as possible for the stuff that doesn't need to be complicated. So like what stuff does it need to know to drive like a person does? Does it need to know like how to handle intersections? Is it driving straight that's hard? Like what is hard?
Yeah, no, it can change
Mm.
lanes and everything now, like take exits, all kinds of stuff now by itself.
That's kind of
Um,
terrifying though. Like, what if it malfunctions and like
I'm
there's a
gonna
car next to you
That's
or something?
I'm
yeah.
gonna put that shit in a movie, bro. So there's gonna be like a police chase scene in a highway, and then some guy's playing Angry Birds in his car. And boom, what was that, bro? What the fuck?
Well,
It's like somebody getting ran over.
so the big thing is when you make something like that, you have to have redundancy in there. And so
Hmm.
even if it was just like, hey, there's a camera on the side, and if it disagrees with what's happening in like this lidar sensor or something like that, then it just faults and it won't do that, right? But then you have the problem of okay, what happens if that happens at like 65 miles an hour, and your car just stops?
Well, I don't know, man. It's definitely sensitive the way
Mm.
those cars work because people get to like fender benders and then you can't even sell them for like 10 grand because it's just like all the sensors in the back are messed up and shit.
Mm.
Like it'll never be the same.
Yeah, and robots are always kind of finicky. So we have robots at work, and that thing like because there's like three of them that we use. There's a really big one where like if it detects that anything is off, it will just stop. So like it'll be putting
Mm.
something into like this oven, and as it's pulling it out, if the sensor's just not liking what you're doing, it just stops in the oven, and you have to get somebody to go and fix it. So robots, just in general, like they try to design them in a way where if something's going wrong, it just stops doing what it's doing instead of being like, oh, I'll keep going, but I'll just be very careful. They'd rather it just stop. So with
Yeah.
cars, it freaks me out because it's like that can happen at a really high speed, and that can be very
Mm.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last note before I move on. You know how people are like, "Oh, the robots and AI is going to like take over like all the jobs and stuff." I think we're like I still think we're like 40 years off before that's actually a
Yeah,
concern.
we're definitely not
Yeah,
there
I don't
yet.
think we're in the lifetime for that right now.
I
I think
think
we're gonna be old, and we're gonna be, like, dude, the closest thing we have is when we go to Flick's Brew House and a little waiter thing goes by.
Oh yeah.
well they still
That's
haven't
pretty cool though.
That is cool.
they still haven't figured out freaking Roombas, bro.
Oh yeah, those motherfuckers suck.
I was
Like,
thinking, like,
jeez.
have you seen those videos where they like run over dog shit and it's just all over the house?
Dude,
Oh,
so
oh no, it's just...
our sister, she's actually had that happen. That was a thing that happened. If you, like,
Yeah.
like one of the dogs take a
Oh
dump.
my-
So she has
It's so bad.
she used to have two golden retrievers, right? And I guess they like weren't feeling good, just in the living room, right? All over the place. And I remember I asked, I was like, so like, did you just throw the Roomba out or what? She goes, yeah. And I'm
I would
like,
throw
so
up.
like
Oh,
I'd be
dude.
throwing up
That
everywhere.
is
every time it
that
happens,
is
you just get rid of the Roomba.
disgusting.
You
So
just you just came back from Flick's Brew House. And you're like, oh, that was so raw. Fucking there's
Oh,
poop everywhere,
that's
the
dude.
smell,
disgusting, dude.
the smell,
This,
man.
dude. Okay, so, man, I didn't want to bring this up because it's gross, but Sammy, he has like a stomach bug or something right now, and so we wake up in the middle of the night because I'm like, God damn, what the fuck? Hey, bro, sit in front of the door, you know, like, 'cause he's,
Oh, hell
and then
no.
we take him outside and he just like, fucking, I'm like, oh no, bro, bro's sick.
Oh,
He's got to like, you feel so
that's
bad. It's and like you got to keep him in his kennel because he'll just have to shit, you know. And it's like, man, it's like telling a kid he can't leave his room because he's sick. It sucks. But
Jesus.
yeah, so we thought like I looked up like what the vet says, and it's like, oh, you gotta like only water for 24 hours, and then feed them like chicken and rice. And I'm like, damn, bro's getting pampered, but hey, you know, he ain't gonna be around forever, so I
God,
gotta feed him right.
I love chicken
That's
so
true.
much. Oh, anyways.
What?
So
You love what?
I love chicken.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Um, we're gonna do our quick little ad break here, and got a bunch of stuff to announce. So, guys, the Patreon has been popping off. I've been posting about it on social media. We have like 22 people in the Discord now. It's always like people chatting and stuff. It's really fun. We were playing Fortnite and Warzone this morning as a little get together gaming session. Last night, I took a break from writing and hopped in the Discord like voice chat. We were just joking around in there for a while. There's like 6 of us in there. It's fun. So definitely join the Patreon. It is a dollar to join the Discord, but that also gets you 24-hour early access to the podcast, and all the other tiers get you a bunch of other goodies. But I did a special giveaway for newbies this week, so it was only open to people who just joined or upgraded to tier 2 and above. And so this week's winner for this newbie giveaway, which is Great Golden Slushy, so it's kiwi orange. It's really good. That is going to my boy Louis Hebert. He's been a longtime supporter of the content. He's always been like commenting and stuff like that. And he joined as a tier 5. I saw when I went and like
Dang.
picked. Yeah, so I was like, hell yeah, Louis, get you some G Fuel.
Tier 5, is that your highest tier?
Tier 7's the highest, but tier
it's
5
still
is
pretty high,
25 a
up
month.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I-
And then I was like, yo, because I don't want people to feel left out, in the Discord, we did a giveaway and I think 12 people entered. And so I'm giving away this Ego Boost, which is, what did I say? It's like cherry orange. Yeah, anyways, Nuclear Sunset, the Duke Nukem flavor, delicious. Both of these are delicious flavors. I did the raffle and our boy Too Quick won this. I just saw Too Quick when he came through Albuquerque to
Oh,
visit some
nice.
friends a couple weeks ago. Went to Marble Brewery with him for the first time, so that was cool to check out. But yeah, congrats to Too Quick on winning the Ego Boost, and congrats to Louis on winning the Great Golden Slushy. I looked, and we've done 5 giveaways in the last 3 weeks. So if you guys are listening to this and you're on the fence about joining, and the giveaway is something that's enticing you, we are doing 3 giveaways this next week because it's the middle of the month, and that's when we do the main like G Field Tub giveaways, the US only and the international one. And then I think I'm also going to give away this Father Stew Blu-ray that I got sent in a PR box, so that's cool. If you want to win this movie, join the Discord for $1. And then for the US only giveaway next week, I'm going to be giving away a tub of lime margarita. And for the international giveaway, I'm giving away this volume warning, which is pink lemonade. So
Ooh.
if those sound good to you and you want a chance at winning them, because of how many people we have right now, I think the limit is like you can only win once every 3 months. So the odds are still like good. So join the Patreon if you want a chance at that. And thank you for all the support lately, guys. The Patreon's literally been blowing up. So Appreciate it. It's fun getting to meet all of you. And then I also ask once a week if there's any Patreon questions. But before we get into that, also speaking of G Fuel, another way to support my content in general and the podcast is by using G Fuel code Danny D. So get you some. I did a G Fuel mix before the podcast that I'm posting in a bit. Dancing Dragon, which is dragon fruit mango, and Maiden's Blood, which is really good. It's like a
Oh,
melon
that's why it's so
Resident Evil
red.
flavor. Yeah, dude, it really does. Like, I was like, damn, red 40.
Red
It's
40
dude,
is crazy.
it's literally like my favorite mix I've ever done. No bullshit. I literally was like, I'm starting like a notes just to put this in there so that I can make this again because it was that good.
Yeah.
Yeah, use code Danny D. They just announced the One Piece flavor, so
Oh,
we
okay.
got like a Netflix One Piece flavor coming or something. So
That's cool.
yeah, I wonder what that's gonna be like. It's probably gonna be like gum fruit or some shit. But um, so let's get into the Patreon questions, I guess. I did let the Discord know that Jorge was gonna be a guest, so I think there's even like a few in here for him. Starting off with Diego Cantu. How did you find out about G Fuel? And if you were to have your own flavor, what would it be? Okay, so I found out about G Fuel, I think because of Chris. I think he tried it before I did. And then I saw like Dr. Disrespect was sponsored by it. We don't talk about that guy anymore though.
Well, I learned about it from like Phase back when they first were
Yeah.
doing stuff. Because I
Oh,
remember you'd
Phase,
always
yeah.
hear like they would have the little intro thing, and it would show like the Gamma Labs logo. And I
Yeah.
was like, what the heck is that? And finally I found out it was G Fuel, and I was like, oh okay, like what is it for? And then from there I think I bought like the sample pack is what I got.
That's the
Mm,
first thing I did too.
Yeah.
And I
yeah.
was like instantly hooked.
Yeah, because I think that was when I was like kind of young, so like that was a long time ago. Now I think about it. Dang man.
How'd you
Yeah, I
hear
found
about it,
out about
Chris?
it. Um, it was through phase two, but like I didn't really look into it much. But I did like see here and there like, oh, G Fuel this, G Fuel that, and I was like, oh, cool. But I didn't actually try it until I met you. Whenever you gave me the sample packs, I was like, oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it lived up to
And
the hype, right?
yeah, and then I bought my
Yeah.
first tub, which was the Spider-Man one, the No Way Home one, the
That's an
lemonade.
interesting
Oh
flavor.
wow.
Yeah, and
Bubblegum
that was
lemonade.
yeah. And so I finished that pretty quickly, but yeah, I mean, from there, I haven't actually really bought any, but um,
I'd be giving them free
it's
shit
still
all the time. So
yeah. So perks. No, just kidding. No, but here and there, like if I see like a Blue Bomber slushy or something at like Walmart, I might get it or something, but that's about
Blue
it.
Bomber slushy's so good, bro.
Mhm.
And then to answer the second part of that question, if I had a flavor, what would it be? Chris and I have talked about like what I would call it and stuff. I don't want to reveal like a name, but because it could happen, and I don't want to like spoil anything. But I would love to have one that tastes like Baja Blast. But with the way G Fuel's doing creator flavors now, they've really like slowed down. And I just had a meeting with my partner manager recently, and I was like, "Yo, that Divine Peach is up for grabs because Moist Critical is no longer with G Fuel. Let me take that. They got a hydration." And so he's like, "I'll talk to them, but I don't know.
Ooh.
They might have plans for it already. So I don't
Damn.
know. I don't know if I'm getting a flavor. My shakers, I think there's like 10 shakers left. They told me there was like 33 that I told people, and people were like sending me screenshots like I got one of the last ones. So shaker's almost gone, bro. That's shaker's never
Damn.
coming back. They do like one-time
Really?
runs of that. Yeah, if I get a shaker again, it's gonna be it's probably I think I'll do a clear one next time.
Huh.
Mm.
No,
But
I kind of like the white, like the smoked white. Whereas,
yeah,
yeah, that
you can still see the color, but it's like it makes the
yeah,
logo pop and stuff. Yeah.
yeah. As far as if
Um,
I was to have a flavor, I would definitely want like a tea flavor because Nemesis tea
that's
Mm.
yeah.
does not exist anymore, and
What?
it's yeah, like
I
it.
mean, they talk about bringing it back. I don't think it doesn't exist. I think it's just not.
Well, what
It's
I'm saying
vaulted
is
right now.
you can't get it right now, and
Well,
so
I heard on I think G Fuel said in their TikTok live because Bobby was like, "Yo, she's talking about cans right now," and I go and I listen, and one of the I'm terrible with names, but she's always like she works her ass off doing like a lot of the TikTok lives and stuff. But she was saying that they're revamping their cans completely, and so whatever's in stock right now is all they have left. So if you want to
Whoa.
buy G Fuel cans, get them now because there might be a slight hiatus. But I'm hoping when they come back, they're all going to be. I hope they're all 140 milligrams.
No.
I don't want 300, bro. It's
I
too
want
much.
300, dude. That's how I
Oh, they'll
got
probably
through.
keep it then.
That's how I got through my Best Buy days, man.
But then you could just drink two.
Why drink
Just drink the
two?
two.
So see, but if I
I
just
like it because it tastes good.
okay, so
Convenient.
I think for me, it's like okay, you do 150 milligrams or whatever for the powder, you do 300 for the can, and then you have the hydration if you don't want any caffeine. Which that's another thing. If I was gonna have a flavor, I would want to make sure that if it's a tea flavor, there's also a hydration one.
Yeah.
Because
Well, that's why I'm like, it'd be cool if they gave me Divine Peach because I love that flavor and it kind of tastes like tea, and they have a hydration version and a can version and everything already. So they literally just
yeah,
reskin it. But I don't know. I don't know, man. The CEO retired, so everything's changing. I don't know anything going on. People are like, "Yo, are they doing a back to school BOGO?" I'm like, "Bro, I don't know." It's the
Yeah.
Wild West right now. Nobody knows what's going on because they're changing leadership and everything. So, like the one partner manager I had before was with them for like 15 years, and he left to go like work for somebody else. So I don't know. And then like that guy who was like head of talent management is like the vice president of Microsoft now or some crazy shit. And that guy was like,
whoa, the
yeah,
hell,
I used to talk to him all the time because he'd be like, if you need anything, let me know. I'm like, all right, yo, I'm trying to do this, and then like he's one of the people who made that Jason Mewes commercial happen. So
dude. I
Oh, damn.
I brag about that
yeah,
all the time.
dude, easily one of the coolest things I've ever done.
Yeah,
Easily.
that's pretty
But
sick, dude.
anyways, on to the next question. Um, HRL, I think it's an L or an I, says if you weren't doing content creation, what would you be doing? So I guess this question's just for me. I think I would be working some kind of like normal job, maybe like I don't know. I hear USPS is pretty easy. Um, something like that, and then working in film on the side. I would be doing like PA. I really don't know if I wasn't in content creation. I don't know if I would have pursued acting because it's what made me comfortable on camera. You know. So that's interesting to think about. But yeah, I definitely think I would be hustling on sets while also working like, a 9 to 5. Um, yeah,
Damn.
I mean, I guess that sums up that answer pretty easily. But thankfully, I'm getting to do content creation full time. So no 9 to 5 yet. It's been 4.5 years and not having to do a 9 to 5. So I hope it stays that way. Fingers crossed. I don't plan on getting canceled for anything. I
Jesus.
can't believe how many people are getting canceled lately, man. For like dumb shit. But
Really is.
yeah. All right, and then our boy Tyler Moen, one of our like, I think he's given the most to the Patreon out of anybody. Like we're talking like 2 grand, bro. Is like a huge
What?
supporter. Yeah, Tyler's my boy. He was in the Marines.
Hell yeah,
Uh,
Tyler.
he says, "Do you?" Yeah, he's like he helped out with Pollo Loco a lot, bro.
Nice.
He says, Derek. So he gave us all a question. Derek, do you have a favorite series or type of video you enjoy more than others on TikTok? I mean, I enjoy sneaking out for food, but I'm keto now, so it's like really hard to do that. I really enjoy doing those. The movie and TV reactions are fun, just because like who doesn't want to like watch movies and TV for a living? Like that's really cool that I get to do that. Like what I like to
Well,
do in my free time with my
is
job.
he asking like as far as like what you like to watch?
No, he says favorite series or type of video you enjoy doing more than others on TikTok.
No, it says that you enjoy more than others on TikTok. I think it's like what you like to watch.
Yeah, that's what I understood.
Favorite series or no, he says type of video.
Well, like I think he's saying like how sometimes there's part one, part two, part three of like a series of like videos of like um let's say a person meeting a celebrity, right? And doing something funny with them. And then part two is another celebrity and then it just keeps going and going. And that would be like a series.
Yeah, like
Like
my movie and TV reactions. That's like my longest running series besides like G Fuel
yeah,
stuff.
but like you have
But
those videos where it's like some dude dropping like bottles of soda down the stairs. Like, like that's
Anyways,
a type of video.
Tyler, let me know if my answer did not suffice. Okay. And then he asked, Chris, do you have a guilty pleasure game or one that maybe got a lot of hate that you actually like?
Ooh.
Destiny 2?
I no,
Hey,
dude, I actually
that's a good one. I liked it.
I uninstalled that game because
Oh,
it like
damn.
I was
At the
like,
bridge.
well, it's because they laid off more people from Bungie, and then the CEO bought like a $2 million car afterwards, and it's like
Yikes.
that game's dead. Nothing's happening with it anymore. They tried, Final Shape didn't do well, and now they just gave up.
I
Um,
like I always felt like that game was on life support.
Unfortunately, you're right. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna get into it. Um, so as far as a guilty pleasure game, I go back to Minecraft all the time. Like no joke. Like I know you
Mm.
can't get into the game, but like
I
I
need objectives.
well, that's why
I need
I
objectives.
mod the crap out of that game, dude. I put like tons of mods, and I put shaders, and I put like this one mod that makes so your render distance is like super far, and it looks really pretty. And it's like if I'm like I really have nothing to play right now, I usually go back and play that game just because there's always something to do in there.
Yeah, no, I respect the hell out of it. I think that game's really cool. I don't have I don't when it comes to my artistic imagination, it's like pure storytelling. I can't I suck at drawing, I suck at painting. Like I was thinking about storyboarding this film that I'm working on, and I'm like, bro, I'm gonna have to hire somebody because I don't have any kind of like storyboarding artistic ability. So
Mm.
like I'm literally like it's either that or I'm literally gonna take stills from other movies and be like, it's gonna look like this, you know? I don't know how someone to do storyboards for this, but I definitely want to storyboard it because I feel like that makes things so much easier when you go to shoot it. If you just have like a packet of storyboards to look at the cinematographer with, you know, save a lot of time instead of going, oh well, you know, this would look cool, and it's like, no, we have a plan. So I'm sorry, I totally got off track there, but anyway, so you said Minecraft, right?
Yeah.
Jorge, have you had a favorite movie night with the boys? And if so, which movie was it and why?
That's honestly hard. We've had honestly anytime we have movie nights, like a lot of times they go different, you know? It
Yeah.
could be just the movie experience itself or after or before the movie, you know, things like that. But there is a memorable one that I remember. It's like Creed 3. Um I
We
remember whenever
saw Creed 3 together?
yeah,
That was a
yeah,
long ass time
that
ago,
was
that.
yeah, that was
Like one
forever.
of the
That was
first
when I was
ones.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And like
Yeah.
that was when I first started hanging out with you, you know, like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot more consistently. And I just remember we were recording a TikTok and then me and Giancarlo had boxing gloves and we were just like
Oh
pretending
yeah,
to
that shit
fight.
was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are like fighting in the background.
Like punching a tree and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was
It's
like
like,
right
"Did you
after
guys
Pollo
like the
Loco.
movie?" And you guys are like, "Yeah, it's good."
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the, you know, Rocky and the Creed franchises, so like they're I'll
That's
always
dope.
like it no matter what, you know.
Yeah. That was a throwback pick there, bro. I tapped into a memory I forgot I had. Speaking of memories, his second question was for you, Jorge. And do you have a favorite memory from the Pollo Loco shoot?
Uh, honestly, there was a lot of good times. It's really hard to choose from, but I would say shooting wise, my favorite was whenever we did our garage scene when it was me and you. Um, whenever
No
you know you had
spoilers,
your
yeah.
monologue. Yeah, no worries. Because that was in the trailer.
Yeah, it was
So
that. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
yeah, so shooting that was pretty fun. Um, it it was interesting too when you came up to me and asked if I wanted to do that role because I barely have any experience in acting at that time, and like it was pretty meaty for like what you were offering and everything, and I was like, in my head, I was like, I wonder if I could do it, but you know, I wanted to give myself that challenge, and I was like, yeah, yeah, I'll do it, you know, and so yeah, cool memory going back to like recording the hardest parts on my scenes. And yeah, but like other than that, this isn't necessarily like a memory, but it's something that's like noteworthy. It's like you really take care of your crew. You know, on other sets, sometimes they just don't care about their crew or cast. And with you, you did everything, you know, above and beyond, making sure everyone was good, everyone had food, drinks, was taken care of, basically, you know, and that's something I really appreciate. And, you know, it made the experience a lot better than other sets, you know?
Thank you, man. That means a lot because I really live by them. I don't even remember who the fuck it was who said it, man. But there's some big director. They were like, "Is if there's one thing you can tell like a first time director, like what would it be?" And he was like, "Take care of your crew, and they'll take care of you." And like I
Yeah.
live by that. So like, if I can't afford to make sure everybody's well fed and there's toilet paper in the bathroom and like basic necessities and shit like that, then you might as well just wait because like that's not the way to do it. You know what I mean? Like happy people produce good work. Unhappy people, you can get a mixed bag. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I think when everybody showed up and saw like how seriously we were taking it, like that, you could just feel how the energy changed. Like first couple of hours into day one, like we were doing something. And I think that's why it turned out so good. So,
Yeah. And um, this is another memory, but it's actually not during the shoot, but it was, you know, during its festival run is when we took that trip to Jersey. Like,
oh yeah,
yeah, it gave us a reason to go to the other side of the country, man. And like, it
yeah,
was such a fun experience. It was pretty cool to visit Jersey. I've never been. And
yeah.
like, you know, we got closer, we bonded a little more, we talked more. I got to see a different side of Nick, which was pretty cool. And, you know,
We drank a lot
it
of
was
beer.
fun. Oh yeah. Yeah. It was crazy.
We found out Giancarlo has the smelliest feet out of the group.
Oh,
Jesus
What
Christ,
the?
bro.
oh, do
Yeah.
not get me started. Don't get me started, bro.
Well, first
Oh
of
no.
all, we're at an Airbnb and like it's not a big place. We were like we just got like the room we needed, because we knew we weren't gonna be there. We were
Oh,
gonna be like at the theater most of the time. And so the first night, Giancarlo, because Giancarlo and Jorge shared a room, uh, and Giancarlo like
my eyes are watering right
yeah,
now.
he takes his shoes off, and Jorge's just like, bro, you gotta put those outside. Like you gotta put your shoes in the hallway because your shoes stink.
Yeah, bro. Like, so we already had the lights off and everything. We were ready to go to sleep. I was tired. And then like I smelt it in the beginning, but I was like, oh, it'll go away, you know, the air's on everything, you know, it's good. And then it just kept smelling stronger and stronger,
Just
bro.
the AC
I was
spread
like,
it out.
I was literally choking on the bed. I was like, God damn, bro, what the hell? So I got up. I was like, yo, Giancarlo, put those shoes in the hallway, dude. Like,
Right, right after that, because this is the first night, right? The AC, like I like it. I'm like, we're in an Airbnb. We ain't paying for the electricity. I'm gonna crank that bitch to like 67. We're gonna keep it cold in here. And like, I guess Giancarlo's not used to it being that cold when he sleeps, and so he like wakes up shivering, and he's like, "Bro, I think I'm sick." And he's like fever and like chills or some shit. So he's like, "I think I might have to go back. Like, I gotta leave. I gotta leave Jersey." And I'm like, "Bro, what? We just got here. Like, you're not sick. If you feel," I was like, I think Jorge could tell. I was just like, "Bro, like, So I knew Jorge was the one who took care of their flights, right? Like you figured out the flights for him, you and him. And so I look at Jorge and I'm like, I really don't want Jorge to have to like figure out like flight shit at 2 in the morning or whatever time it was. And so I'm like, Giancarlo, like let's just see how you feel in the morning. You know what I mean? Like let's not like let's just see how you feel. Like don't jump to conclusions here. And so the next morning he's like, yeah, bro, I think I was just cold. I'm like, I told you, man. But when we
nah.
walked out there, because he was like saying he didn't feel good, I'm like, man, what the fuck is that smell? And I'm like, oh,
It's the
it's
fucking shoes.
shoes are right there in the hall. Oh, we love you,
Dude,
Giancarlo, but damn, bro,
that
yeah,
shit
if
was criminal, dog.
you're gonna have to like wash your feet and like
Dog.
bring some deodorizer spray for your shoes.
Yeah, I'm not staying in a room with him like that ever again, bro. I
You gotta make
cannot.
sure
My
it's got
eyes
another
were
room.
literally watering. I was like, I'll just fall asleep and pretend it's not there. I couldn't, bro. I really couldn't. It was. I'm sorry, Giancarlo, but damn, like I couldn't sleep. Like, it was rough,
You
but
couldn't sleep.
yeah,
I'm sorry. Um,
it's cool.
so yeah, that is a requirement. We gotta have separate rooms.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Because I definitely want to see if we could this film that I'm working on, like one of the like last resort. If the film just goes straight to like digital, I want to tour the film. Like I want to take it to like 5 cities or something, and like play it there, and then go to the next one, like a week long thing. So
Oh
I
shit.
think that'd be really cool to do, and like anybody who's able to go should go. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll do that. But we got one last question from Tommy, and I think it's directed towards me, and I hate this question, Tommy, but I'm gonna answer it for you as best I can. It's nothing against you. It's just people ask this all the time, and if you're an actor and like respect the art, I think this is like a question that you won't like. But it's what is your dream role as an actor, and who would you like to work with in the future? My dream role is the role that's right for me, and you won't know until you get it. You know what I mean? Like it's usually something out of your comfort zone, but like semi similar to you is what I hear. People are like, yeah, I never thought of myself. Like Jorge saying it, like didn't know if that was the right role for him, and then like he did it, and it worked out great. He was good at being tied in the chair. But as far as who would I like to work with in the future, bro, every time, just in general, I just want to work with talented people who are cool when we're between takes, and you'd be surprised like some of the bigger sets that I've been on just shadowing or like I went to PA on, there's a lot of people who just they act like they hate life, and I'm like, bro, you're literally doing the job that like people would kill to do, and your attitude sucks. I can't stand people
Yeah.
like that. And so the people I want to work with are people who are the opposite, like Nicholas and Jorge and Giancarlo and Ben, and I just want to work with cool, talented people who know how to have fun and be serious when you need to get the job done. So hopefully that suffices. But I guess moving on to our next topic, since we're done with those Patreon questions, conspiracy corner is Kamala Harris. Is Kamala Harris's campaign using AI to make her rally crowds seem bigger than they are?
So
You see that?
I will say no, because what she's actually doing is there will be like a celebrity that's there at the beginning, and then say like I think there was one with Megan Thee Stallion or whatever. So she was doing her little concert, and then afterwards, Kamala Harris came out, right? So this concert happens, it's over. Kamala Harris steps out to talk, and then like people started leaving.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I saw that.
I think that's probably happening like a lot. And it's just that like after the first time people started noticing, it was like, okay, like we know it exists, we don't have to bring it up every time now. I haven't heard the AI thing yet.
So to clarify, right now on X, what people are looking at is there's a crowd, like they literally did like a rally at like an airport or something like that, and so the plane's right there, and they took a picture of the crowd, and they noticed that like, oh, like some of these people like their limbs look weird and stuff like that, and so they put it through one of those like AI detector things, and it said 99% that it's non-human. And I'm like, what does that mean? Like,
Damn, bro.
and so I don't know, man. Like it was one of the pictures that the campaign posted. And so people are like, that's very suspicious. Like it's almost like they're trying to make it look like more people were there than there was, And so I don't know. If it's a reoccurring thing, then I think it could be real, but those AI test sites or whatever they've pretty much proven that those things aren't like super accurate. Like you can get different results with the same
Yeah.
photo.
Well,
So like
'cause
just by tweaking like the exposure and stuff.
why use AI when you could just like use Photoshop? Is what I'm confused by. Like you can fake crowds pretty easily without.
You
Some
can even pay
intern,
people. Yeah,
some
like
intern thought he was like about to get a pat on the back and was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna make this shit look good." Just plugs it into Chat
I don't,
GPT.
is AI even good enough to do that?
It's getting good, man.
yeah, dude.
It's getting good. It's
You'd
scary.
be
Just
surprised.
generate a because you have to think like if they're making a picture where they add in a crowd somewhere or to make a crowd bigger, the lighting has to be right. You have to get the size of the people right. Like that seems like it would be more difficult to do with AI than it would with just like Photoshop. That's the interesting thing to me. If it actually is happening, that's pretty
I
cool.
think it's yeah, I think it's just I mean, I think that's fucked up. I don't think it's cool,
Well,
but
I think the fact that the
uh
technology's there is cool. I'm not saying doing that is cool.
yeah, no,
Jesus.
well, I think it's scary because like I think this is the first time that we're seeing like AI and technology like seriously call things into question during an election. Like we literally don't know what to believe anymore. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
absolutely
Like we
not.
have to
Yeah.
question everything now. And I think it's just a matter of like how fast you can do things. Like Photoshop, I think would take longer than just like throwing a picture into an AI
Not if you're
software.
good at it.
I guess Homeboy the intern is not doesn't believe in his Photoshop skills. I don't know, but I just thought that was interesting that people are like debating about that right now. I guess I'll just move it along because we're like coming up on an hour already, and I don't want to keep Jorge longer than we said. Not too much longer, hopefully, you know. But so
All
for
good.
our serious news story of the week, uh, Trump was on Aiden Ross's stream. I don't know if you guys saw that. It's
That's
pretty
Yeah.
big news.
interesting.
No, that was one of the coolest things I've actually seen that guy Aiden Ross do.
He
Cause it
follows me on Twitch, by the way.
does he really?
Aiden Ross. Yeah,
Nice.
Oh wow.
cool.
Uh,
Never spoken or interacted with him, but I guess he's seen me. So
I cause n- no offense to him, but like I've seen Aiden Ross do a lot of stupid stuff, right? And like he did this one thing where he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have Kim Jong Un on stream," and it
that
was
shit
some
was
impersonator.
hilarious. It was hilarious. He's like
Yeah,
just a straight up impersonator, bro.
yeah, like
You're like Wish.com
What
Kim
the
Jong Un.
hell?
it was funny, and I think people were kind of stupid for being
He,
like, he's actually gonna do it, but like, man, it got people really hyped up, and then it was just like, no, it's just some random dude. Like,
he had a ridiculous amount of people on his stream, and as soon as that guy popped up
it
on
just,
screen, like it tanked.
yeah.
Everybody was like, "Yo, this guy's a liar."
Oh,
But so,
So everybody was like, "Is he really gonna have Trump on?" And he did.
yeah, well, I thought it was funny. You see XQC in the background like the whole time. He's got some shirt with Trump's face on it, like.
Everybody else was dressed all nice, and XQC's just walking around like a bum.
damn.
Yeah.
He, at, yeah, but and then he gave him a Rolex, I think, which I did not see, but I heard people talking about it on other podcasts like Joe Rogan and PKA and stuff. And by the way, the producer of PKA has a podcast called Real Men Talk Shit, and I've been on his podcast twice. I was just on there, so go check that out. Like, really cool to go on there and shoot the shit with them. But back to the topic. So he gifted him a Rolex and then a Cybertruck. It had like that famous picture from his assassination attempt where he's like this.
Yeah.
It looks badass,
That's
dude. I'm not
crazy,
gonna
dude.
lie. And then they got inside of it and were like testing out the sound system. It's pretty surreal.
Well, is the
But
VOD still up for that?
I think so. It's on Kick. But the I think it just goes to show that like technology, social media, all that stuff, like it's changing politics. You know, like the fact that that's even a thing. That some streamer who has nothing to do with politics has Donald Trump on and gets like record viewership, like 600,000 people watching for like a full hour or something like that. Like that for the platform, Kick was like huge.
Well,
So I'm
That's
sure.
crazy,
So
dude.
you know who Hassan is, right?
Yeah, I can't stand that guy.
Well, so people were like, so
He just rage baits about politics.
they're like, why hasn't he had like a presidential candidate on yet? It's like, because he's annoying. It's
Some
like
professionals. No, I mean, Aiden Ross at least has some respect. Like you can tell he respects people to an extent. He definitely says some like controversial shit here and there for like views, but
yeah.
he's never done anything where I'm like, yeah, bro needs to be canceled. I've never felt that way.
Well, he's done some stuff, but where it's like he kind of rode the line. But
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I think my big thing with it is just the fact that one, he did actually get him on, and two, it was like, hey, I'm not gonna use your reviews. Like, here's gifts, here's me saying, "Hey, I appreciate you being on," because he didn't really have to do that, but he did.
Mhm.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, "Why are you giving a billionaire a Rolex?" Like, you know what I mean? Like that's so stupid. Or like
Yeah.
you're giving him a Cybertruck and he's never gonna use it. That's still a cool thing to throw in your garage, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I wonder what if Trump has to have a garage full of cars that he doesn't drive, man. He
He has
has
to.
to. Wonder if he's got a GT 500 in there. He's got the dark horse.
Dude, this fool, he probably got everything, low key. Like anything like someone would consider a dream car, he probably got it.
This Mustang is the fastest Mustang ever built. And like, sir, there's a couple hundred of them. It's the best. No. What? Kai Cenat? Did you see that he was on streaming literally like I saw like sad edits of it on TikTok with like sad music. He's like, bro, I don't want to get into politics. Why y'all calling me? Like, and then he was saying that like Kamala Harris was trying to get on his stream and he didn't want nothing to do with it.
That guy, like, I don't understand how
He was in a U-Haul. He was streaming in a U-Haul when it happened.
Oh, was it whenever someone started driving it when he was in the back? Was it
No,
that one?
that's a different
Oh.
clip. But like
Oh.
literally he was like upset. He was like, I don't want anything to do with politics. And I got the Secret Service calling me asking if we could set something up. And then
Oh,
Kamala
hell
Harris's
no.
campaign denied it. And everybody's like, that's because he denied your ass.
Well, so I don't know. That guy, like, so Aiden Ross is like definitely a Zoomer streamer where he's always trying to get people's attention. But
Yeah.
Kai, that guy, like, he's upbeat the entire stream.
Yeah,
All the
his
time.
streams are entertaining as hell.
And
Like, did you see where they like built a replica of his stream room and then like set off a bunch of fireworks
Yeah.
in it?
Yeah,
What the hell?
yeah, and then
Crazy.
he's been playing a lot of like I think he played Elden Ring and he played Bloodborne and he was like, I'm not ending the stream until I beat this game, and it was like multiple days long of this
But he didn't
stream.
give up.
Yeah,
he didn't give
dude.
up. I gotta give him respect for that.
Yeah. No, I,
Oh.
like I could never do that, man. That's crazy.
What do you guys think of Ice Show Speed?
Oh, did you hear that he
Um,
might get kicked off YouTube?
Well, he got banned because of he got a temporary ban because he jumped over those Lambos or whatever, or McLarens, whatever the hell they were.
Oh, that was
Because, like,
real?
if that had gone wrong, bro would have been smeared across the pavement,
Yeah.
bro.
What? I thought that was like AI or some shit.
Those cars were going like 60 miles an hour when he 60s, like 40 miles an hour when he jumped over them. Like literally a second mistake and bro's getting his leg ran over.
Yeah,
or something,
and
you know.
he did it like 3 times. He did it once where it was just one car.
Did
and
it
then once where
once,
was two
yeah,
cars.
and then he did it twice in a row, and then Nick A30 was like, I think that's fake, and so he did like a fake version, and you could tell it was fake. So I'm like, no, I think bro really. And then after that, that's when they banned him because they're like, yo, no, he really did that. Yeah, that's not cool. Like bro could have died on live stream. So
That's real though. His athletic ability is crazy, dude.
yeah,
He
because
can
he's like
get
a
some
soccer
airtime.
player, right?
He's just fucking around at first, like with Ronaldo and stuff. Like,
He's athletic
of
enough
course.
though.
yeah, he definitely catches on pretty quickly. He still has a lot to learn though. Like, I was a soccer player myself, you know, like I can see, you know, when he's just like messing around or when he's actually trying. So when he's actually trying, he's not that bad, you know, for having barely any experience.
I think it's gonna be another one of those ninja situations where like he appeals to a very young audience who is like into just like brain rot stuff, you know, like like
Yeah.
that only a certain
Yeah.
age demographic finds that entertaining, barking at people and stuff. And so I think it's gonna be one of those situations where if he doesn't, I mean, because his content is pretty mixed. Like he does a lot of different things, but like if his stuff doesn't become like more mature or about like more mature games and stuff, because I only ever see him playing like what Fortnite and Rocket League and stuff like that. Isn't that what he plays? Or like
I don't
FIFA,
I
stuff
think
like that.
I haven't watched him.
I don't even know what he
ever really-
plays.
I don't think
But
I've ever watched him
exactly.
either.
He played
I don't
Pirates
really
at
watch him
Freddy's
either.
at one point. I think he's just a variety streamer. He's kind of like XQC in that way.
Yeah, but I think and I think you can tell based off of like those I don't know if you saw where he was like traveling and doing IRL streams and getting swarmed by crowds and stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a lot of little kids, man. And
Yeah.
so like I like Ninja says his biggest regret was um committing to being family friendly. Like if he could go back, he would have like not been family
But yeah,
friendly for as long as he did.
Speed is not family friendly, and he still has
I
tons of
show
fans for
meat.
kids. Yes, exactly.
But yeah, dude, that shit
Exact.
was crazy. And then
Like,
his dad was like streaming at like a gas station. He's like, show the meat."
Yeah.
yeah, I've only ever seen clips of his stuff. I've never actually tuned into a
Yeah.
stream or anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I mean, you know how like in my videos, I used to really like shout about everything. That's just
Mhm.
like how he is all the time.
Yeah.
Everything is a huge reaction like that, and I know that's what little
Yeah.
kids love. They love
Mhm.
when you're super high energy and everything is a freak out, and yeah,
Yeah. That's, props to him for not getting exhausted on doing stuff like that though. Cause like doing it all the time, that's
he's
a lot
killed
of
it. I mean,
energy.
either way, even if he does have like a huge like fall off or downtrend like Ninja did, I mean,
That guy's set for life.
bro's made
Yeah.
so much money, he's set. You know what I mean? And I think that's a good way to do it. Like, I've been so like when I pivoted towards filmmaking, I knew that that meant like, okay, like whatever kind of like money I'm making now, that's pretty much where I'm gonna hang out at. Like, I doubt there's gonna be any huge deals, and I've had some like big brand deals and stuff here and there, but because streaming and content creation isn't like my main goal, like I just don't see myself getting any kind of big like G Fuel. Like I've always loved G Fuel and working with them, and they've treated me very well, but like I haven't been like seeking other partnerships like that. You know what I mean? Because it's a time dedication. Like it would have to be like something I love, like Taco Bell or Chipotle or something like that. You know,
Ooh, Taco Bell sounds good.
I'm very picky about who I work with, but
Mhm.
I just did a thing with Factor Meals. I don't know. I submitted my content to them and they haven't said anything about revisions yet, but that is a legit good meal plan if anybody's like lazy about cooking. Like the food was really good.
Well, see,
So
Interesting.
I always get surprised because people will like bring that stuff to work, and I'm like, oh,
yeah,
like it isn't
you just
just
heat it
YouTube
up two
ads.
minutes
People are
and
actually buying the stuff.
it's like gourmet food, bro. It the flavor was insane. I had like sun-dried tomato chicken with keto, so keep that in mind. So it was like zucchini noodles, which I had never had, and that shit was bomb.
Hmm.
It was bomb. Just saying.
Yeah.
Um, last thing we were gonna talk about, like big topic, is the Black Ops 6 leaks and the zombies reveal, which I guess we got to
Uh,
be a little careful what we say because they've been taking people down for talking about it too much. But I
like
did
too
not
much.
react. Yeah, like
Uh,
specifics. I
uh,
did not watch the zombies reveal trailer yet. I was thinking about
What?
reacting to it on my second TikTok tonight,
Oh.
but from what I've heard people say, they're happy with how it
Well,
looks.
you're aware there's like 18 minutes of gameplay that are like it's like officially released that you can
Yeah,
go
but
and
there's a
watch.
trailer, like a reveal
Yeah.
trailer that they dropped
Well,
too, and I think
so
that's
I'm gonna say right now, like that gameplay, that map is going to be insane. Like
is it huge or what?
dude, you can ride around on a boat.
what?
Let's
Yes.
go. Transit 2.0?
Well, I
Oh,
won't.
dude,
Better than
that'd be sick.
Transit?
I won't get into that because they're saying the other map that's gonna come out is like loosely based on Transit. So like that's
I love
Oh,
but
I love Transit, man.
the
It's one of my favorite
the
maps.
boat part
yeah, transit's fun.
there is a sea monster.
That's dope.
So like
Damn.
it's
Sea of
I
Thieves.
there is a ton of crap like I mean the best way that I can put it is I'm sitting there thinking I'm like, dang, this map looks big. I look in the comments, first thing I see is, okay, so first thing I've learned is this map is huge, and I'm like, okay, so like this is not a
That's great.
map where you're gonna get tired very quick because like if they're like, oh, we're gonna release Derice for like the 8th time, I'd be like, are you
Oh my
serious?
god.
Okay.
Jeez.
Biggest game changer to me though that I've heard so far is you can pause and save game.
Yes.
Oh yeah, dude.
If
If I
you're in
had that as a
solo,
kid, oh my
if you're
god.
in solo, it's only solo, which is fair.
Oh, only solo?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well,
That's actually kind of disappointing. I thought it was like
Mm,
anybody.
I could see why because if you're doing multiplayer, what happens if you join back into your game
I
and
mean, it
your
should just be
friend's not
private
there?
matches. Only private matches.
I
yeah.
think it's a lot more
You but
difficult to do that.
Bro, it's 2024. You're telling me they can't figure that shit out?
No.
Dude,
Yeah,
we're
they've
AI in
done it with a
crowds
lot
and
of
they can't
games
figure out how to
already.
save a game.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's solo only. I mean, I'll look. Well, let me see. But
I don't know.
They are purposely hiding that that's what it is. That if that's kind of deceiving.
no,
I
let me see.
But did you guys see the Black Ops 6 like gameplay leaks though? The multiplayer gameplay? They
I
were
didn't see
Yeah.
hacking
the
that bitch
leaks.
Well,
already.
Well, I saw like the very
I
first
I
ones.
don't even care because it's
I'm still gonna
it's
play it.
dude, that stuff was recorded on a jailbroken PS4.
And they said it was alpha
What?
too.
Yeah.
It was an alpha, so like the game's changed a lot already.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because the beta's in a couple weeks, man. Join
Yeah.
the Patreon. We're
I
gonna be playing all kinds of multiplayer in
I
there.
officially pre-ordered Black Ops 6 last night.
Yeah. Did you pre-order it, Jorge?
Well, it's from what I've heard, it's free, right? If you have the Game Pass on Xbox.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
So
but
think
you
it
can't
depends
get.
on what level you have.
I
If you
don't.
have the base level, it's like
I have
only.
Ultimate.
Oh yeah, you're good then. You're gonna have it day one, and then dude, I'm excited for the beta. I always enjoy the betas because it's like it's a nice little appetizer to what you're about to get. Uh, the movement looks
Yeah.
crazy. I think it's gonna be even sweatier because of that. But
Oh, dude, the sweats are gonna be crazy. Like, it's already getting sweaty enough every year. Like, I remember I used to be a sweat back in like Black Ops 2 and Ghost when I would play like League player, some competitive stuff, right? And I thought that was like, the sweatiest you can get. But I took a little break and I hopped back on COD. These guys are doing like backflips and stuff. Like, bro, like what the hell's going on?
well,
Like, the movement's
you know
insane.
how you know how in like the Modern Warfare games you can like mount onto like corners and stuff. Now
Mhm.
you can just tilt wherever you are, like
That's
Rainbow.
disgusting.
It's gonna be
Hell no.
wild, bro. People are gonna get
Yeah,
crazy
they're gonna.
peaks on
The
people.
dudes are gonna be all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I'm only playing zombies, bro.
Jekyll peeking.
Nah, hell no.
No,
But yeah, no.
I'm.
Stoked for zombies. Interested in multiplayer. I think the campaign's gonna be fire.
I did see Mule Kick apparently is not in Black Ops 6 yet, and
Hmm.
Carpenter, the power up, I think
Yeah.
has been removed
Why?
That's an interesting
because
choice.
I think there's no barriers on this map.
Oh.
Oh, no barriers. That's
So
kind
you
of.
can't get those extra points when you're upgrading something,
Yeah.
bro.
Because I think that they just like they're trying to move away from that because they want to make it more like open world, which I
Oh,
understand.
fuck that,
Now
dude.
that's
Well,
I don't know for sure, but I think from my understanding is like
I hope you're wrong.
I hope I'm wrong too. But
yeah, like I'm glad that they brought back round base, but like I'm kind of afraid if they put too much to a map because I don't want it to be like similar to what they did on this last COD where like it's like a Warzone map or something
it's so
and
it's not like that. It definitely isn't. Um,
oh yeah, I
because
hope
it's
not.
and especially because it's still round based, which I really appreciate. But
Yeah.
I don't know if there was even barriers on Cold War.
There
I mean, who
was.
cares? Like, Cold. Well, I mean, Cold. The first map that came with Cold War, I enjoyed. After that, I really didn't give a shit.
I liked Firebase Z, but after that it was kind of eh. And
I remember
they're-
playing.
Yeah.
I remember Electric Shock and I, the G Fuel guy.
Yeah.
Him and I. By the way, he's been rapping Cybertrucks on his YouTube channel, and they look really badass.
What the hell?
Just saying. Shout out to Electric Shock. Good dude. Seriously. But I remember playing Firebase Z when it dropped, like literally that night with him. We were
Mhm.
streaming it together. That was fun.
Well, so I always liked the wonder weapon from that map. It was the Ray K. It was an AK-47 that was a
yeah.
ray gun. That was so sick. So I'm excited to see what they come up with for this game, but like it can't come soon enough, man. I want it to be here already.
I love
Yeah.
Cold War zombies, like or sorry, not Cold War. World at War zombies, like I'd literally have so many that I easily have the most zombies hours into that. I would literally go over to my friend's house and we would literally stay up all night just like listening to music and playing zombies. Like, oh, a new map dropped. Guess we're gonna be playing Shino Numa for the next 24 hours, like that's all we would do.
What's
And
crazy
then,
is World at War's zombies mechanics like sucked compared to what they have now. Like that
It was so
game,
basic, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
But that's kind of like the beauty of it, you
yeah,
know? Like
I
it
think the basicness made it feel a lot more real and a lot more difficult. Like
yeah.
even on Black Ops 1, like you got trapped unless you knew how to like maneuver around, crowds and stuff. Like the average player is probably not going to be able to get around that and they're just going to get smacked up and you're done. But now
yeah.
you can take like 20 hits and you're still fine,
Well,
I
training
I
wasn't a
think
thing back then either. Everyone would just like they would get in a corner and just try and fend off the horde as long as they could.
I think World at War's got the most nostalgia for me,
Mhm.
but I think Black Ops 1 is my favorite iteration of zombies. Black Ops 2 is really fun too because of transit and stuff, but that's
Yeah.
when they really started to add stuff that was like,
That's when they did the Easter
I
eggs a
mean,
lot. Yeah.
yeah,
I
Black
like the
Ops
Easter
3
eggs.
was ridiculous, man. There was way too much shit in that. I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, and well, so and that's one thing that I'm a little concerned about with this new zombies is they're adding the gobblegums back in. So
If they do it right, it's fine.
it's I want to remind you, you do not have to use the gobblegums. They're
Right.
there. You do not
But
have
they
to
give you
use them.
good shit, so you should.
I've
Yes.
never actually like used it before. Like I have Black Ops 3, but I bought it like way after its time and just to like play the Zombie Chronicle stuff to
Mhm.
play the older maps again.
Yeah.
And I saw those like little gun machines, but like I never used them because I had no idea what they're for. So I like that's still pretty new to me now,
Because
you know.
Yeah.
there's one
It's
that gives
cool.
you like every perk on the map. There's one that gives you a minute to
Yeah.
buy anything you want for free. So you
Because
can
like,
literally go through the entire map and just get every door for free.
correct me if I'm
Interesting.
wrong, Chris, but basically what it is like you collect the you get you get shit that you can craft into a gumball, and the gumballs that you craft are random, right? You get like a random one,
Yeah, it's basically gambling. Yeah.
and then you can choose which ones you bring into game with you. Like you can
Right.
choose like a certain amount, and so like if you have like it's like all right, I'm gonna save my good ones for when I play with the boys. You know, like that's clutch. Like you could use
Oh,
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? It's a game changer for sure, and so I think bringing it back is cool, and I'm sure they'll have even more different they'll have way more kinds of gumballs
Yeah.
this time.
Well, because the thing that was really unfortunate about when I played Black Ops 3, it was like not a lot of people liked the game, and so like there were gobblegums that I had where it was like, oh, revive anyone on the map from anywhere, right? Or you could like
Yeah.
if there was both people down, you could revive all of them at the same time, right? I had like a ton of those gobblegums, and I could never use them because I always played solo.
Mm.
oh damn.
Yeah,
Makes sense, yeah. Well, I think
Yeah.
zombies is what people are most excited about with one to be this game. To be honest,
which is
I think that's where the
unfortunate
most
that
hype is.
that's like like I do love zombies, but I it's like I
It would be
know
a
that's not the biggest mode for people.
it would be a
It
breath
really
of fresh
isn't.
air. It would be a breath of fresh air if Treyarch was just like, "Yo, this year we're just dropping a zombies game. It's
I
just a bunch of
don't think
zombies
they should
maps."
do that. I really don't think they should do
Yeah, I
that.
don't think that would work because
I
like
don't think it would either, but in another
especially
life, in another
now,
universe, that would be so dope.
yeah, I
They
feel like that would have worked maybe like 5 CODs ago. But like now, everyone's so obsessed with Warzone or like just battle royales in general. So like,
it
I think Warzone's lost a lot of steam though.
it has.
yeah, but like for Call of Duty players, like they don't go on multiplayer no more as much as they used to.
I think if Warzone's your favorite mode, you're just a broke ass. You can't afford the
Here's
full
my
game.
friends on Xbox, I'm calling all you guys out. You guys got to play a fucking different game. I'm tired of you guys.
What,
Like,
Warzone?
dude, that's
That's all
all
they
they play,
play?
bro.
I
Like,
played it. We played one match, and everybody in the Discord was just like, "We going again?" And I'm like, "You guys want to play Fortnite?" And I'm like, "Yeah, let's go do that.
See,
Fuck this." And we
I
left.
played Fortnite recently, and like
It's fun, man.
I I didn't realize how like bad some of those people are, bro. Like a lot of people that
Oh
play that game
yeah,
oh,
no,
suck.
your
like
bot lobbies.
I'm consistently top 5.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Fortnite is a fun casual battle royale, man. And I
Yeah,
think Warzone is
Warzone's just
just
too
people
sweaty.
try way too hard.
Yeah,
They act
yeah.
like
yeah.
they act like every match is a damn competition.
I'm curious to see like what the Easter eggs are gonna be like on these new maps, because
It's gonna
like
guide
I'm
you
an
now. They
Easter egg
Oh,
said
guy.
it's gonna guide you through the
It's
Easter
gonna
eggs
I
now.
guide you.
they said
Oh,
They said
no,
not enough people completed the
no,
last ones.
no. The way that it's gonna work is for the first few weeks, it's regular where you go and try and find it yourself, and then there's people who put their guides up online, and after a few
right.
weeks, then it's guided.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm not even gonna try until the guide's up. I don't give a shit enough.
Well, they're fun. Like I'm an Easter egg guy. Like I always try to get Easter eggs on every zombie map I play that I can, right?
Sounds like you
And
just need to play.
Yeah.
yeah, 100%. I love zombies. Like,
We'll get you in the
dude,
Discord after this as a VIP.
all right, sounds good. Like I can spend so many hours on zombies, like doing all these things, right? But I mean, solo maybe not. But like whenever I'm playing with people, I can just go on and on and on. And like I did enjoy, honestly, I think the most were the Infinite Warfare zombies, like the Easter eggs.
Whoa.
Like just the Easter eggs, not the zombies itself, but the Easter eggs. They just felt like they always had a reason and like a fun thing to do for the Easter egg, like the boss fights and
It's well
just
thought
like the
out.
weird stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but I think my favorite zombies would either be Black Ops or Black Ops 2. But for sure,
They
Easter eggs, Infinite Warfare, like they were all fun. The boss fights were fun. They were pretty difficult, especially the one with Kevin Smith. I think it was Raven the
Raging,
Redwoods,
Yes.
Rage in the yeah, Rave in the Redwoods.
Yeah.
where he carried a little
Those maps are
sausage and
so
stuff. Like that was so
Zombies in
random.
Spaceland and Rave in the Redwoods were so dope. I don't remember the other
Yeah.
ones.
So
But
there was Attack of
Shaolin Shuffle.
Shaolin
yeah,
Shuffle was a piece
that one
of
was
crap.
ass. That was
Um,
ass. The
Attack of the-
zombies are all dancing and shit. I'm like, what am I
Att-
playing right now?
Yeah, and do you like karate or whatever?
It turned it into
Yeah.
So
Fortnite.
there's Attack of the Radioactive Thing, which people hated because there was an
I
Easter
actually
egg.
like
It
that one.
was a cool idea. I
They-
see what they were
The
going
boss fight
for.
was fun
There's an
because it was
Easter-
like little traps and stuff you had to get
I
around.
guarantee you, like because it was like DLC, like because they were still doing like, weren't they still doing map packs back then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like the last map pack always gets the least amount of people playing it because they're like, oh, there's a new Call of Duty coming out in a couple months. Why am I going to spend money on the one that nobody's going to be playing anymore? And then like most people who play it don't even get to the boss, you know. So,
Well, so
it sucks that that gets underappreciated.
The
but
last map was like literally
The alien
It
one.
was Extinction.
Yeah. I loved Extinction. I'm not gonna lie. I know there's a
I
lot of
did
Ghost
too.
haters. I liked it. I like doing the
I-
actual missions. Which is
Ghost gets
pretty
way too
interesting.
much hate. Like if they announced a Ghost 2, I would totally be down for it.
I want Advanced Warfare too.
Oh, that's
I would be down
interesting.
for that as well. I think I agree with you when you say Advanced Warfare had like the best gunplay.
I will say World War II zombies was like the coolest style, but the story just sucked.
Yeah, you could tell it just like Sledgehammer. That I think Sledgehammer puts in a really good effort in their games, but they just don't get the love the other two studios do because they came in as like life support for Modern Warfare 3. Like they were always kind of just like the help. You know, they came to help finish games. And so when they get to do their own game, it just feels like they've been too busy helping other people. They didn't get enough time to work on their own thing.
So I think
They take risks too.
Sledgehammer is really good for like the aesthetics.
Like Vanguard was ass.
Which
It was
one?
just ass. Vanguard. Yeah, which one?
Oh,
Vanguard,
Vanguard.
bro. Nobody remembers that shit. It came out like
I
3
don't
years
have it.
ago.
That's the only card I don't have, dude.
The
I didn't buy it.
campaign. The campaign was like half cutscenes. You would be like, "Oh, I'm about to like shoot this person," and then it would turn into a cutscene and switch characters, and you're like, "Bro, let me play the game."
Well,
Jeez.
and I heard like so zombies they only had one map that was like actually good, and it was just a Shino Numa remake.
Well, so
Oh.
that was the closest thing to like an open world zombies that I've seen is Vanguard. Where like you
No.
literally could do what you wanted.
No.
What are you talking about?
Literally Modern Warfare Zombies,
There was
dude.
no rounds.
Yes, there's no rounds in Modern Warfare Zombies either. Actually, there was rounds in Vanguard. There was.
Oh, you're talking. Yeah, but that's like a reskin of Battle Royale, man. Like it's like DMZ
Okay,
but with zombies.
Then Outbreak. That was the Cold War open world one. Which is
Outbreak.
what Modern Warfare Zombies is based off of.
Okay, this is
Oh,
what I
think
mean.
know.
Like it had you basically got to choose what the hell you wanted to do. Whereas I feel like is it Outbreak? There's like a timer. Like
So
it's
Modern-
not. It's you don't get to do whatever you want.
Modern Warfare Zombies has a timer. Outbreak doesn't. That one's technically like it has rounds, just like Vanguard does.
I don't
what you do
even
is you
know
go
what
to-
Outbreak is. I
Outbreak.
don't remember.
Outbreak was in Cold War. It was the open world mode that they made. Where that was why we only got like 4 round-based maps or whatever. And
Maybe it was Cold War that I was thinking of.
Cold War was one where it was like you had the was it Fire Team Dirty Bomb? That was what it was called? That mode
Yeah.
had maps, and those are the maps they used for Outbreak. And so you had one where you were in like the Alps, and you would like use a zip line to go all the way down to like these resort or these ski lodges or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then like there would be an objective there. You'd kill a boss, you get a free perk. Go pack, bunch your guns,
Those
go to the next area.
Yeah, the concept for that was pretty cool. Like they kind of gave you something to do, but I guess it could have been executed a lot better, honestly.
I didn't like Outbreak. I was like I'm bored after
Yeah.
like
Well,
5 rounds, and then when you
Cold
got to
War
like round 10, it was
specifically,
like too hard.
Cold War specifically, they like shit that game out super fast. So the
Mhm.
fact that it had zombies at all was kind of cool, I guess.
Not gonna lie, I like
But
the multiplayer on Cold War. Like that kind of brought me back to play more multiplayer again. But
the
it just felt like
skill-based
Black Ops,
matchmaking in that one was so heavy-handed, though. Like I felt like I would get on and play like 2 fun matches, and then get my ass handed to me like 3 or 4 games after that, and I'm just like, this isn't fun.
I think Black Ops 6 is gonna be a much more polished version of Cold War, basically.
That's kind of what it looks like.
Mm.
I like the era though. Like
Yeah,
it's like semi-modern, so that's kind of cool. I don't know. I think the campaign's gonna be fun because it feels like
yeah.
the way that they've been teasing it and stuff. It feels like old Black Ops days where you're like, oh shit, it's classified.
I
Oh
love when
Lord.
they do the ARGs. That stuff is always so sick.
Yeah. But anyways, I guess we should wrap up the episode. So Jorge, at the end of every episode, we each give a movie, TV show, or video game recommendation. It can be one that's like near and dear to your heart, something you wish more people like knew about, whatever you want. It could just be something you watched recently where you're like, yeah, that was better than I thought. So I'll give you time to think about it, and
All right.
I'll go first. So I've been watching Mayor of Kingstown, which is Taylor Sheridan made that. So like the guy who wrote like Sicario and like all these TV shows like Yellowstone and stuff. It is like an R-rated ass movie if it was a show. Like I think it has the most F bombs I've ever heard in a show. And Jeremy Renner is like a total badass in it. And like the first season literally blew my mind because it's a prison town and they're cops, but Jeremy Renner is a guy who went to prison and now his job is to like keep the gangs from like killing each other. So it's really interesting. He gets in between a lot of shit, and you get to see him try to like de-escalate things, and stuff always goes wrong because it's a TV show. But it's a gritty ass show. It has a really good score. The actors are all great. I think season 3 just ended, and I like season 1 was one of the best first seasons of television I've seen in a long time. Highly recommend checking out Mayor of Kingstown, especially if you like Jeremy Renner and you want to see him have a media role that actually like does things instead of just like flipping and shooting arrows. You know. What about you, Chris?
So I want to preface this by saying I don't like the minion crap very much. I think it's cringe, right? But I watched Despicable Me 4 and I was pleasantly surprised by how good it was. It
It was
was
fun, right?
yeah, it like I didn't realize
It
how
was
much
funny.
dude, they put so much detail into like what's happening in every scene, and it's like people animated that. Like they actually took time to make that. And some of the jokes I was like, "Oh, I saw what they were doing there." Like it's like they always say like if you go back and watch SpongeBob, there's jokes in there that are for the adults. They
Oh yeah.
had that in this movie. I was like, "Okay,
Yeah.
like I
Really?
yeah, like
Hmm.
within like the first 5 minutes, like there's a scene where this one girl is like telling her pet to sit, and he takes a dump, and
Yeah, yeah.
and she's like, "I said sit," and I'm like, "Oh my
Yeah.
god!" I was like, "They
What
said
the
that."
Yeah.
So
No,
it's pretty good. I was very happy with how that movie turned out. I'm like, I'm glad I watched it. Good job, guys.
yeah. So when mom and dad came to visit, like for the summer, like right after 4th of July, I took the whole family to Flick's Brew House, and they were like blown away by the theater, because of the food and stuff. But I was sitting next to mom, and like 5 minutes into it, she leans over and she's like, "The animation's gotten better. It looks like real life." And I was like, "Yeah, it does, right? Like
Yeah.
you're not tripping, dude. They know that franchise is their moneymaker, and so they're actually like investing in it, and it's really cool. And like the way that like I feel like in the first couple of movies, like the minions were all right. So the last 10 minutes of the episode got corrupted or something. the last thing that was in the recording was Chris recommended Despicable Me 4, and then we were talking about like the Minions movies and shit. But basically, Despicable Me 4, huge step up in animation from like the first movie. Um, Definitely recommend that one. And then Jorge recommended a movie, a TV show, and a video game. So give us your triple whammy real quick.
Triple
All right,
whammy.
so for the movie, it's a film that is like near and dear to my heart. I don't relate to it or anything, but it's just something that I really enjoy watching, and it hits, you know? It's called The Pursuit of Happiness. That one was really good. Now for the TV show, it's an animated one, and it's The Last Airbender. I cannot recommend that enough. It is one of the best like series I've ever seen. So I definitely look into watching that, and then of course right after watching The Legend of Korra. And then for the video game, I would say the Walking Dead Telltale series. All seasons, you have to play them all, not just one or two. You got to play them all. And I'm telling you, it's a roller coaster of emotions. It'll for sure make you cry. I cried a few times, pretty much on every episode, but it was it was intense, and I've replayed it many times. I cannot recommend it enough.
Yeah, Pursuit of Happiness I think is a great pick because it's like peak Will Smith. For like Jaden Smith's first performance, it's great. And then Last Airbender, I have not seen that show. I heard the Netflix one was a letdown, and then the M Night Shyamalan
Yeah,
film like ruined his career for a while. So definitely,
yeah, no live
I
action
still
stuff
haven't
with
seen that.
that.
Yeah,
No.
but it's like on my list of stuff to watch before I die, and I think I need to give it priority because so many people speak highly of it. And then I have played the first Telltale series, Walking Dead, and loved it. It's on Steam Deck, so I'll probably play the other ones because you keep recommending it. Like when I travel next or something, I'll play one of them. Yeah, it sucks that we lost that 10 minutes because it was like a really deep, passionate conversation about those three things.
Yeah,
And
it sucks.
but shit happens. Thank you for sticking around to re-record that real quick. Uh, Follow Jorge. His handle on everything is at the Jorge Life, the Whore Life, at Jorge Life.
Hey, that was me a few years ago, Doug. I ain't gonna lie, but I've
At the Jorge
definitely
Life.
changed. I've definitely changed. You know, I don't do all that asshole
Yeah,
stuff no more.
he-
Well, as
he's
much.
only milk
As
now.
much.
Yeah, like oh man, milfs go crazy, but that's a whole nother story.
That's for another episode. I said I said in the previous version of this part of the conversation that I really enjoyed having Jorge on. I think he's perfect for our conversations and our style of doing this. So he might pop in randomly for an episode here and there. We do a random guest like every 5 episodes, but he might show up a little more often because this was a fun conversation. So follow the Jorge Life on everything. Danny Dorito 23 on everything. Chris doesn't have social media anymore, so this is the only place
Huh?
to see him. Long story. I'll tell you after the recording.
All right.
But join the Patreon. It is such a blast in there. So many giveaways. Like it will not hurt my feelings if you just do $1 for 1 month and it's not your thing and you don't subscribe for another month. But I promise you, you come in there, it's a bunch of mature people that love movies, TV, video games, and food. God, we love talking about food in there, bro. Everybody's always like, "Oh, look what I'm eating for dinner." We're gonna be playing the Black Ops 6 beta a ton in there. Like Chris is actually gonna hop in there for once to play
For
Black Ops
once.
with us.
Hell yeah.
So join the Patreon for as little as $1. I think $3 is like the best bang for your buck if you can't afford the higher tiers. And use G Fuel code Danny D. That One Piece flavor, they just teased it, so it's probably going to be up for pre-order or something soon. And code Danny D gets you 30% off on new flavors, 20% off on everything else. If you do not know what flavor to get, join the Discord for $1, and I will sit in there for like, let's not get crazy, like maybe like 10 minutes and curate like help you decide what flavors to get because I can understand how daunting it is with all these flavors. But seriously, support the Patreon, code Danny D, and yeah, we'll see you next week. Thanks for listening, guys.
Bye.
Later,
Peace.
guys.